So we can go ahead and pop the top and voila. Wow, deep purple is definitely a good name for this color because that's how I would describe it. Hey Warenoticers, Shane here and welcome to another video on the Warenotice Technology YouTube channel. If you're new here, definitely take a moment to consider subscribing so you don't miss out on all my other awesome technology videos about things like smartphones, smartwatches, tech accessories, cases, computers, tablets, and really just so much more. But anyway, folks, in this video, we're going to be unboxing this guy right here, which I'm super excited to do, by the way, because this is the brand new iPhone 14 Pro Max in the new deep purple color. So without further ado, let's start getting this guy out of the box because I really want to see what the dynamic island up here is like and all the other new features on this phone. So let's do it. So folks, here we are up close and personal with the 14 Pro Max's box. And now, believe it or not, the first thing that stuck out for me about this box is now this year it's white, unlike last year over here with the 13 Pro Max, or the year before that with the 12 Pro Max, or even the year before that with the 11 Pro Max. You'd have to go all the way back to the 10s Max right here to get a white box, so I just find that a kind of interesting change. Besides that though, it's a pretty standard iPhone box right here, so let's start peeling these easy peel tabs off and getting this open. So we can go ahead and pop the top and voila. Wow, deep purple is definitely a good name for this color because that's how I would describe it. It's like purple, except it's pretty dark, and wow, it looks good on those stainless steel sides too. And now this is kind of funny. Right here on the screen, the power button, the mute switch, the volume buttons, those are all labeled with purple, and the charger down here, the lightning port, also purple, so oh yeah, I love doing that. Now let's see what else is in the box. As we know, not much. So actually, because this phone does not have a physical SIM card slot, we don't have a SIM ejector tool with this phone. You have to use eSIM with it, and we have an Apple sticker. I was hoping that would be purple, so kind of disappointed there. And over here we have, yes, a USB-C to Lightning cable. I've got a ton of these. I prefer charging mine with MagSafe wireless chargers anyway. So let's put this box to the side and let's set up this iPhone. So now folks, I have this beautiful iPhone 14 Pro Max right here all nice and set up. And it did take a bit longer than usual because I did have to install the iOS 16.0.1 update after I set up this phone, because Apple definitely recommends you do that because it has all these important bug fixes right here. So I wish, you didn't have to update this phone as soon as you got it, but I guess it's good all these bugs are fixed by launch day because the software update was available. But yeah, anyway, folks, now let's talk about what is new on this phone. So there are just so many things. So where do I even start? You know what? I think I'm going to start with the always on display. So normally with an iPhone, if you put it to sleep by pressing the side button right here, the display would go off. But on this iPhone, the 14 Pro Max, the display stays on. It just gets kind of, dimmer, and it still tells you the date and time and your lock screen widgets as well. I haven't customized my lock screen on this phone yet, as you can tell, but I really do like this purple background though. I think it complements the deep purple very nicely. And as you can see now, the phone wakes up. It is ready for me to scan my face with Face ID. And you guys, did you see the way the dynamic island up here, let me do it again, the way it moves when you do different things on your phone. It got bigger to unlock my phone and then got smaller. Here, let me do it one more time. Can you guys pick this up? And then voila, there it went again. So the dynamic island is obviously another new feature of this phone. It is the ultimate evolution of the notch, right? Because we went from a normal size notch on the 12 Pro Max to a smaller one on the 13 Pro Max to now this sort of pill-shaped so-called dynamic island right here. Now, I gotta say the elephant in the room. The dynamic island, that's a bit of a weird name. I would have called it maybe the dynamic notch or the dynamic pill or maybe the dynamic cutout or something like that. I just think island sounds a bit weird, but the name does make sense though, because this notch right here is so integrated with the software because like I said, it moves, it gets bigger when you do different things. So like here's an example, right? If I take the mute switch right here on the side of the phone and unmute, as you can see now the ring is on, and it got bigger to tell me that. There we go again, so that's pretty nice. And now if I want to do another example, so right now I'm playing a song on my iPhone, I have it turned all the way down, obviously, but as you can see, the dynamic island is telling me that because we got a picture of the album artwork right here, and we've got this little waveform indicator that music is playing, and now if we tap that, we can switch right back into the music app, And let's see, can we expand the dynamic island at all? Yes, we can. Now to do that, you're gonna wanna hold down on the dynamic island, and then you can maybe switch to the next track, skip backwards, change where it's playing, or pause the song. So that is pretty cool there for multitasking. I'm definitely happy Apple did this right here. But now one thing I find interesting about the dynamic island is that the physical cutouts for it are actually two different pieces. Depending on the way the light hits the phone, you can make this out, but there's actually a pill-shaped one on the left and a circle-shaped one on the right. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's good Apple made the dynamic island sort of one giant pill? Or would you rather have had them do like a small pill and a circle? Personally, I think this whole pill-shaped dynamic island, I think it looks good and I like it. Now folks, in addition to the screen being obviously changed by the way the cutout is on this phone, it is also apparently 2 times brighter on the 14 Pro Max, in addition to some other new features on this phone, like for example, being able to make satellite SOS phone calls, so basically being able to call the emergency authorities when you don't have a normal cell tower reception, but instead actually pointing your iPhone at satellites to do so. So I think that's a pretty fascinating safety feature. And another big safety feature on this phone that I think is also very useful is crash detection. Basically, it can detect, supposedly, I obviously don't want to test this, but apparently it can detect when you're in a car crash and automatically ask, if you need help and call the authorities. So that sounds pretty helpful. But now folks, another new feature of this iPhone is, it feels like this is a new feature every year, but yes, the cameras are better. So if we come over here to the rear camera array, basically the main sensor right here, guess what? Now it is 48 megapixels. So that is a lot of megapixels. I'm excited to test that out. And then over here, our telephoto camera has 3 times optical zoom. And then last but not least, we do have our ultra wide angle camera right here with a 120-degree field of view if you're trying to squeeze more things into the picture. But folks, let's actually get to testing them. But then the first thing you're gonna notice in the Photos app is there is a new option right here for 2 times zoom. And now on that regular zoom, I'll take a picture of my iPhone 13 Pro Max right here. Let me know what you guys think of that. And then we can come over here to the 2 times zoom, and we can take, how about another picture of the 13 Pro Max, and then let's come over to 3 times and let's take another picture, and there that is. Last but not least, we can come over to 0.5 times zoom, that's quite a bit, and let's take a picture of, how about all of these beautiful boxes right here. So there that is. Yeah, folks, these photos look pretty good to me. But anyway, guys, with that, that'll do it for this nice, quick, easy unboxing of the iPhone 14 Pro Max right here. So definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this phone. Did you get it for yourselves? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Definitely let me know, because I do read all the comments, by the way. And yeah, like I said, I'm just super excited about all these new features, especially that always on display and the dynamic island. Those are probably my 2 favorites. And I've got to say, this purple color definitely looks pretty mean. Depending on the way the light hits it, it's definitely got, a mean purpley look to it. And also, if you guys do need cases for your very own iPhone 14 Pro Max, definitely be sure to check out my playlist of all the different cases that I've unboxed for this phone right here. And spoiler alert, I'm going to be unboxing a lot, so check that out. I'll have a link to it down in the description of this video. And anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, also definitely be sure to smash the subscribe button and subscribe to the Warenotice Technology YouTube channel for more awesome technology videos just like this one. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing. Bye.